everybody in YouTube land! How are we? Are you alright? Yes, good. It's, I seem to say this on every single video. It's been a while, hasn't it? Oh dear me. So, yeah, well, we're alright. I'm here again. Like I said before, I've no, you know, I'm not going to stop. No intention to stop in. It's just videos will come out whenever. Yeah. And guess what? I really wanted to do a bit of a oh yeah. Right, my manager ringing's giving me a plan for the day. So what is the plan for the day? I've got a little bit of rape to drill, so, and then I've got some repairs to do, and then I've got if we get the combine up and running, we'll be going combining. And we've done a bit of combining already, but I've been dropping out. So yeah, I've filmed a bit. I might have to make a bit of a compilation video, because the irrigating video I said was coming. I started filming it during the day, you know, and got some footage and all that. I thought, right, I'll finish it off tomorrow, and then I haven't been irrigating since. So it'll probably be, yeah, I'll make my awesome compilation video like that. Yeah, it won't be awesome. So I've got the Philip Watkins incorporator on today, and it's got the stock sag drill air seeder attached to it, and it's exactly the same unit that's on the grass drill, the iron block. So I'm not going to do showing you how to calibrate it, because it is already calibrated. If you want to know how to calibrate the stock sag, this is the Icon air seeder. You can look at the calibrating the grass drill video that I did somewhere in my video list, and that'll show you how to calibrate one of these. So yeah, so it's all calibrated, and we are in the field now. Right, so we'll do the standard up. Screen's a bit so we're on the 240 with we're a bit of a Watkins demo unit today. Philip Watkins. We've got the Philip Watkins front weight and the Philip Watkins incorporator. So you've seen the incorporator a couple of times, you've seen the 240 loads of times. So we'll just, instead of showing you the discs, because you have seen them on the other videos, I don't want to bore you by repeating myself. We'll just have a look at the seed unit. So it's a stock sag turbojet Icon, so it's exactly the same unit that's on the grass drill. And this was retrofitted, so when this Watkins first arrived on the farm, this is a 2000, it came in the farm in 2014. When it first came on the farm, it was just the discs, no drill. Just used to put the cover crops in with the Simba drill, and then they got this unit fitted to that, and I love it. I love drilling with this. I love it because and you always get a nice crop afterwards, a nice clean crop, because you've got the ability to cultivate before. So you're going into like a virgin seed bed. Any weeds or any rubbish, you know, on an organic farm, the discs will take them out, kill them, and you're putting seed instantly behind it, instantly. So generally the seed will get away quick, you know, before the rubbish can have a chance to come up behind it, would I say. So same affair as well. So we have the hopper there with the electronic metering unit underneath, and then the pipes going from the hopper. Then it comes down to these spreader plates. So there's a little bit of air. There's not a lot of air. When they first brought these, I was like, sure, that's enough air to get the seed out. But when you look at it, it's gravity all the way down, and it really doesn't take a lot. So the seed comes out a little tube there, hits that plate. When it hits that plate, because that plate's angled like that, it spreads the seed out, so it will come out an angle there. It's like a fan. It's like a fan of seed as it's going along, and it'll throw it to not quite the edge of the press, it's generally around about here. So that's why I have it set as a little bit of overlap. But you can see there, so that's the distance between one, and that's the next one there. So it'll spread it that distance. Obviously that one will spread half there and half there and half there, but if you want to know exactly how far these spread, it's that much there. So there's 4 on each side, and it's a 5 metre machine, so for 2.5 meters you have four fans, four spreader plates. Yes, and it works. It does. It works well. It works well. I enjoy putting seed in this way. The field always looks nice and tidy. So that the idea then how it works, and so the discs at the front cultivating, is rear discs throw soil. The soil's sort of in mid-air here as the seed gets blown down into the soil. So you've got soil flicking up, seed being blown down directly into the soil that's in mid-air, then it settles, and the roller comes, the pressers, it's a press, Johnny, for goodness sake, amateur. Yeah, the press will come over and firm the seed in, roll it into the ground, firm it up, and then what's left behind it is some buried seed, shallow as well, should I say, quite shallowly, and but sort of rolled already, you know, firmed into the ground to try and keep that moisture in. So that's how how it works. Yeah. Now, beautiful, lovely 240. Some of you after the Optum video, a few people were saying, "Oh, is the 1050s days numbered and all that sort of thing?" And now the Optum video, it's not. The Optum is never going to replace a 1050. Never going to replace a 1050, because it's not even in the same class of tractor. Not even in the same class of tractor. I mean, the 1050 is over 500 horsepower and the Optum's 300. You can't make that comparison. Yeah. So the Optum was here as a bit of a you know, comparison against the old 240. But I don't want everyone. I don't want you all to get too excited, because I've had for those that want to know, I've had this 240 for 3 years. So yeah, 3 years. I got it in 2016, so she's 3 years old now, and I love it. I love this tractor, and I've got 1 more year left. So in October next year, this old girl will be moving on to pastures new. So don't get too excited thinking there's going to be a new tractor coming imminently, because there's not. But in the next few days there will be some new tractors arriving on the farm. 2 new tractors arriving on the farm. Not for me, for Lee and Angel. Their 150 Pumas are up for renewal, and no, not the 130s. The 130 Pumas are up for renewal, and yeah, some tractors are coming that Lee and Angel are going to hand down their 150s, and they will be moved up to you'll have to see what's coming to see what colour they are. Right then, you're on my head now. There we go. Just remember, keep your head still, Johnny. Well, not still, but nice and smooth. Pretend your neck's a gimbal. Be a chicken. Think a chicken. Think chicken. Have you ever seen someone when they get a chicken and they go up like that and the head stays still? Try and do that. So, right, we're in the field. So slowly turn to the GPS. There we are. Hope you can see. Right, so I'm in the field, so I'm just going to go through what I do. So I'm drilling. If I just disc in this field, I'd come in, I'd set my AB line, or pick an existing one and get disking, and jobs are good. And sometimes use the tram lines for a marker for lifting in and out. Sometimes I just drive to Headland and lift up when my front wheels get to a certain point. But in here we're drilling, so I need to be a little bit more accurate than that, and this seed is expensive, so we don't want to waste it, and I want to make sure everything's going in all right. So this field was spring barley that I drilled. It's been combined. I've been in here with the Fendt 1050 and the 12 metre Amazon Catros discs and just chipped it over just to get a bit of a chit, and now we're going to come in and drill it with this fodder rape for the sheep during the winter time. So the first thing I'm going to do then, first thing I want to do when I come in the field is, because we're on GPS, is load up my GPS. So we're on the Precision IQ app, which is the newest version from Trimble, the newest app. We were on FM 1000 before, which was great system, nice and easy. But we're on to the Precision IQ app now because we need the ISA bus connectivity for the 12 metre drill, the section control and everything like that. And this is my main menu, and there's certain things about this app that I like a lot compared to the FM1000, and there's certain things about it that I really don't. Yeah, certain things I really don't like. It's very laggy to me, and there's certain things in the menu that on the FM1000 were here, and you could just shifting your AB lines was a lot easier on FM1000. But anyway, so these are my list of implements. So Watkins there down at the bottom, so I want to select it, so I've selected it. So now the GPS knows we've got the Watkins on. It's 5 meters, but I've got it set just a little bit less than 5 meters just to get a slight overlap to make sure my joiners are alright and there's not going to be any missed strips up the field. Right, so here are my AB lines. So we're going to pick the one that I want. So I'm going to mark the field out. Okay, so ideally ideally you'd maybe do that before you came drilling with when you were cultivating, but this is a 5 meter cultivator. So I'm getting into position now. I want hedge drilling straight, so that'll take me somewhere about there. Now my AB lines are set for the 12 meter drill. I don't want that, I don't want that, so I need to shift them. So this is where it gets annoying, because on the FM1000 it's down here. I have to go back into the menu, into the guidance patterns, wait for it to load, go back into that one, pick the one you want, hedge drilling straight, then press shift, then that menu comes up and you have to wait for the keyboard, then you have to press that, then you have to give it the tick, and then it's shifted your line across, wait while it loads, and press the run screen, and there we are. And you're also just marking the top headland out. So what I'm doing, I'm just shifting the AB line I've got existing, just shifting it across to match the Watkins, and 4 lengths gives me enough. It's about 20 meters, just a bit less than 20 meters, and that gives me plenty of time to, you know, plenty of headland to get turned around on. It does. Now when I turn, all I'll do, I just turn back on myself, swing around, and woof, we're straight back down the next one, so it don't take too much longer. Alright, so that's it, that's that headland marked, that one, so we're all marked, ready to go. So on my computer now I need to reset the area, so reset, are you sure? Yes. So that zeros my area counter, zeros everything. So now I'm going to turn my fan on. So we're calibrated and we're set to 8 kilograms a hectare. I turn my metering unit on, which has got a little switch down there that'll activate it, so it'll automatically turn on and turn off when I lift up and lift and lower in. So now I'm just going to have to go and have a look. Hey, right, so as I explained in the walk around video, that's where all the seed comes from. But we just want to check there's some seed coming out, so I can hear the fan, but I don't need to climb up. Everything's running, so if I press this little button on the side, it should start the metering roller spinning. And I just want to just hear that seed coming through, just so I can visually see it. Now if I have a look on the floor, yeah, it's very difficult to see this rate. As long as I can see a couple of seeds underneath it, I know there's I know there's seed coming out. Yep. Let's get rid of that grass there. You get stuff trapped in between the disc and the leg, it can slow your discs down and bung you up. Have a look. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That last one. A bit boring for you, but this is what I have to do. It's good practice. Good practice to make sure you check the seed's actually coming out before you start. So fan's running, got some seed in, got some spare bag of seed on the back. A bit more grass in there. Oh, let's just get that out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Height set, greased up. Right, I'm ready to rock and roll. So fans on, metering units told that we're going to start drilling. AB lines are all in the right place. Got a tractor revved up a little bit to 1300 revs. That's just for me. My knob's come off. My knob's come off. What? Get back on. Get back on there. Yeah, I got tractor engine rev set to 1300 as like a high idle, just so it's not bogging down as much. It just makes everything a little bit smoother. Naturally, it'd probably be running a little bit more than that under its own steam when it sorts itself out. But yeah, so I'm not using any more fuel doing it like that. It just saves that little split second on the headland where it sort of bogs down a little bit before it decides what it's going to do. So my headland management is set. My headland management, all I've got set on this sequence for the Watkins is the automatic steering, which instead of you going from that button there to engage it or pressing on the screen, which is awkward when you're lifting up and stuff like that, having to go press a button down there, which I don't like. That button feels exactly the same as all the rest, and if you've got a proper headland management sequence like set up, you can't always include the automatic steer because you're not always on GPS. So in case, it'd be very, very nice if that was either a separate standalone button on the multi-controller like other manufacturers, or if you're going to keep it down there, make it raised up, make it so you don't have to, so you don't have to physically look down to press it. You can have it raised up so you can just feel there's a big bump and you can press it. Anyway, we're digressing. I'm digressing. Alright, press my button, that's engaged my steering. I'm going to lower the drill, lower the discs in. I can see the metering wheel, I can see it starting to turn. So yeah, it is turning. So we're just going to increase the speed. And then we'll speed up now to Mach 5. Wait. Need to put some seed in. Now you might be thinking, Johnny, why have you stopped to put some seed in the middle of the field? What the hell? Maybe because I just wanted to run it out to just double check me calibration. So be alright, just back up a little bit and carry on. So yeah, it's just a confirmation for me. There'll be a little bit left in. Yeah, there's a little bit left in. Well, that was expected. So I'll show you the filling up procedure then. So I've got, in the style of Blue Peter, here's one I prepared earlier. Here's a bag, Spitfire. It's called. Whoa, ladder went. Yeah, Spitfire fodder rape, 25 kilogram bag. Where's that gone? I'll pick that up in a second. Pick that up shortly. Let's get this threading out. goes. Keep that label in the pocket. String in my pocket. Dispose of it. Yeah. Right. Lift the bag up. This is a 25 kilogram bag, so it gets me what? 3 point something hectares when it goes. You can see why, well, maybe a lot of you maybe don't know, there's a lot of fuss made about rapeseed when it's in grain stores and in grain bins, and about people falling in. This stuff has killed people in the past, because if you can see that, it flows just like water. There's absolutely no body to it, and I shove my hand in there, look, just straight in, right to the bottom of the tank, straight in. It is literally like water, and it's dangerous stuff. If you were to, people in, especially in grain bins, have fallen into it in the past, and if you were to fall into a big heap of oilseed rape, you pretty much sink right to the bottom of the pile and then suffocate. So, by ever chance you ever end up doing anything with oilseed rape at some farms, if you're ever just starting out, be really careful of it. Don't, for goodness sake, think you can walk on top of it. You know, jump off a railing and jump into the, you've dropped something on the pile and you're trying to get it, just leave it. It's a big heap, because you'll sink straight to the bottom of the heap, and that's not good for anybody. So yeah, so right, it's good stocked in the middle of the field. If I just drop down now and set off, seed takes a little bit of time to get from the hopper down the pipes into the floor. So we've got a pre-metering button here, so I could drop it down, press that pre-metering button, and drive off. If I time it right, press that, drive off at the same time, we'll be okay. But for me, well, I use that function in corners, but here I'm just going to back up a little bit like that, engage my steering, then drop it down, just set off slowly. I can see me metering wheel spinning, so now no seeds coming out, tiny amount of overlap, probably a little tiny bit, but there's not going to be a bare patch. There won't be a bare patch now there where I've stopped, so you won't really notice that I've stopped and filled up. So off we go again, carrying on. So we're nearly not far off of finishing this field, to be honest. I've got another block to do next to this one, and then we'll do the headlands. So instead of me filming myself just going up and down, because it's going really nicely, it's going really well, we're not bunging up, it's mixing in nicely, the discs are performing well, drill's performing well. So really at the minute we're just monitoring it, making sure everything's okay and going up and down. So we'll get to the headlands and I'll show you how I do my headlands when I'm doing this job. I'm doing my corners and things like that, and I'll show you. Right, so we're coming up to the corner now, so I'm going to start slowing up, just pulling back on my multi-controller here, slowing up so I can see my mark. So I want to cross my mark while we're still drilling, just crossing my mark. Now I'll lift up, and I'm going to turn back on myself. I'm going to go to my GPS here, press and hold that button, go to my AB line menu, and go to my top headland that I've shifted across to match this drill. So we're still turning around on myself, and I'm going to get to that fourth run and turn in just beyond it. So I go beyond the line, bring myself back in so the discs follow, so they'll be square. So just before I get to that, I'm going to set in, and then by the time we've got past that, the seed will be coming out, and that's that corner done. So now we carry up on the inside of this one, and I'll keep you recording while we do this bit, keep you recording. So we're crossing this bit, get there in a bit, just quite a narrow field this, it's a very narrow field actually. It's not a very big field at all, it's only about, what is it, what we've done now, about 11 hectares, not much, not very big. So I'm going to do the same thing again. Again, this is just my way of doing it, as I always like to say, this isn't the way. So yeah, please, yeah, so alright, we'll get to that bit, lift up, turn sharp into that corner, right into that corner, press and hold my GPS screen, press and hold the menu, and we want the left curve shifted, so it's that one, and then pull past it and turn in nice and sharp onto the old forefront like that. And then you can see now the disc is nice and square, so when we get to that we drop in nice and steady until the seed comes out, and then off we go. Right, so we're coming up to the second to last pass. I ain't got enough room to swing around, you see, so we drive right up and you can just get past it, lift it up and go back. It still gives you that square edge, that right angled finish. So we're full lock onto the next AB line, that one, swing around. With a mounted drill, like a power harrow drill, this is so easy and so quick. When you've got something trailed, you do have to shunt about a little bit more in you know, when you're in tight spaces. So we drive up to the next pass, the edge of the field, and we drive forward and we're looking for our mark. We drop it down just before, so it gives the seed time to come out. And we're away again for that one. So that's that corner done. Alright then, so last corner, I promise. Probably bored of this already. If I can't get a good picture, it don't show up too well in this stubble. If I can't get a good picture, I'll get a photo. I've got a photo somewhere I took the other day and put on Instagram, I think, of what the corners look like when you do it like this. And I did it with the timber drill, still the same idea. So I'm still drilling. I'm just going to turn tight into this corner. This is really simple, this one, and lift the drill up before we get completely into it, so we don't get too many overlaps. It's just a case of getting the right AB line as we're backing up. Back right up to this corner, right up into the old corner, like that. And because we're in the corner now, we're right in a corner. I'm going to drop this down, press that pre-metering button there, so it's going to spit the seed out. There we go. So it spits seed out right in the corner, and so it doesn't. The reason you have to do that is because when you set off, there's a bit of a lag. The drill will be like, right, okay, we're moving now, so it puts seed out, and then there's obviously there's the delay from the seed getting down the pipes and onto the floor. So by the time you set off, there's a yard or two, maybe a yard, maybe 1 yard, depending on how quickly you set off, with no seed on it. So use that pre-metering. So back up into the corner, press that button. Second I press that button, it starts the metering unit spinning and spitting out seed. So I can just have a pause for like a second, then start driving. It just means I can get the seed right up into that corner. And that's it's a good thing with it being electric, because with a mechanical one, you can't do that. The only way you can get it to spit seed out is if you're moving the land wheel. But yeah, so it's a handy old thing. Right, so that's it. That's the field done. So fold up now. I'm going to go back to the yard and put the rolls on, and come and roll it, I think. So yeah, so thank you for watching. Sorry it's been a while again since the last video. I've made this excuse loads of times, but you just get busy, don't you, and whatnot. So yeah, so thank you ever so much for watching. What will be the next video? I'm going to give up saying what the next video is because it's very hard to plan. Like I said with the irrigating video, I've got loads and loads of footage for that day, and then next day didn't do any. And every subsequent day since that. I haven't done any. Will's done it all, so I'll have to be part of the compilation video, which will probably be the video after this. So yeah, so again we are combining slowly. It's just straw organic. We get going a bit later than everybody else because straw's always a bit greener. Just going to hang back a little bit. So hopefully, if I get any time on the combine seat, please away, I do a bit of filming. Though I'm not a combine driver. I won't claim to be. It's, that is a skill that few men possess. Anybody can make one go up and down, but it's operating it. That's the tricky thing. But we'll I'll tell you what I know, or what I think I know. If I get on one and do a bit of corn carting, I did film some corn carting the other day, but we had a bit of a problem and we stopped. So another half-finished video. Dear me. So yeah. So thank you ever so much again, everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.